There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz .jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
The clinical trial market as we know it is about to change. We're revolutionizing the current state aligned to disparate, slow, and often manual processes. Optum's vision is to transform the drug development process to one that is centered and grounded in real-world patient behavior and physician practice. Optum's ability to access this unique network and fold in the strongest data and analytics expertise will enable us to jointly bring life-saving drugs to the patients who need it most. Join us in this partnership to bring our shared vision for real-time, real-world healthcare research for real patients.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Jobs180.com's Marketing Me Live at City University of Pasay. So today, we will be joined by speakers from Jobs180.com, Transcom, and Synchrony. So before we start, may we invite everybody for the opening prayer followed by the singing of the national anthem.
kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, ewas ang sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiping, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit o bagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihinig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di maghihinig, lupa ng araw ng walhagit pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya na pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Okay, so again, welcome everyone. Magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. So, ready na ba kayo? By the way, my name is Joyce from jobs180.com and I will be your today's host. And we are live, guys, via Jobs180 Facebook and of course, through Jobs180 YouTube page. So we hope that everybody is excited to learn new things today. Okay? So to officially start today's session, may we invite Dr. Rosania Stuche, City University of Pasay President, for the opening remarks.
Mr. Melvin Crisostomo, the Dean of the Office of Student Affairs of the City University of Pasay. We have Dr. Hanelisa Poblete, the Director of the Career and Placement Services. Director Kim Chua, Ms. Sherry Lopez, Ms. Joyce Katakutan, Ms. Misty Lua, Ms. Diane Escobar from jobs180.com. My dear graduating students, a pleasant afternoon. It is with great pride to welcome you all to this virtual career talk titled Marketing Me Live. This program is under the Career and Placement Services of City University of Pasay, headed by Dr. Hanelisa Poblete, and in collaboration with Jobs180.com, a trustworthy company that specializes in matching fresh graduates with legitimate on-the-job training and job opportunities. Online applications via ResumeLink, developing strong work ethics and hiring in the new normal are the topics to be discussed by the experts provided by jobs180.com. The CUPNs are fortunate for the chance to participate in this virtual career talk. We hope that after this webinar, our students will gain more knowledge for employability to ensure confidence when they get on their job hunting expedition. Allow me to express my heartfelt congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. I believe that all of you are hardworking students with character and competence and determined to graduate this 2022. And it shows by being here today virtually. Pursue and cultivate your dream. Go after your goal and be what you can be. Shine and sparkle always. Thank you, and I wish you a fruitful webinar.
Thank you so much, Dr. Estuche. Maraming salamat po. All right, so thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for that. So as usual, for our audience today, so please comment your name po, your name, your year, and your course. Okay, so again, for the audience today, for the CUPNs, okay, so please comment your name, your year, and your course. And if you have questions later on, please type them in so we can answer them after the talk. Okay, so don't forget to tag and share this to your friends too. So kung wala pa po sila dito, tawagin nyo na kasi nakakapanghinayang naman if mamimiss nila itong event na ito. And this is once in a lifetime with Jobs 180, so grab the opportunity, okay? So here's our schedule for today. So we have online applications using ResumeLink by jobs180.com. We also have developing strong work ethic by Transcom and hiring in the new normal by Synchrony. All right. So again, shout out to everyone who is here na. Again, please comment your name, your year, and your course. And as we go along, type in your questions so we can read it later. Sabi ko, huwag kayong mahiyang magtanong. This is your chance to ask, guys, before you face the adulting thing or the world of work. Okay? So kilalanin na po natin ang ating unang speaker. So first, he has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. As a trusted resource speaker, he has done over 1,000 plus career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. The managing director of Jobs180.com, Mr. Kim Chua. Sir Kim, take it away.
Everyone, allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No, not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag natin ResumeLink. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to maging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, no, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number one, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi mapapansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala tong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, ito ang pinaka-importante sa lahat. This should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay? More than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung protectionan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na ResumeLink. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So, alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, meron kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot, pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay? Wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw ay makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So sayang lang. So you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpletong detalye nyo. So how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-login. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo. Kayo lang may alam yan. At lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kina-account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay? Lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot. Lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often than you open your social media account. So I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis tayo makapag-PM. Private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Edi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or ano mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag-door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating mo sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gano'ng karami, pwede nilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo, just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating mo sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lang dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang tourism at pang HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa 2 lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung 2. Kung 2 lang talaga alam nyo, din 2 lang. Ano tong 2 to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have, kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. No, ilagay mo sa loob ng ResumeLink. Just transfer them here inside the ResumeLink para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, di ba? Certificate, diploma, yan, ebidensya yan. Okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede kang mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, i-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course. Wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda yung sample yan. Okay? So, huwag kayong maglagay ng mga ganun kasi mga sample na profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kayang-kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Di ba? Ina sa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Di ba? O sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologist, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So, depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, ito. Itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member na Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayo magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, nakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan, blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I think this one is not a good example kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang ganoon na dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you'll be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So, sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na anong dapat nyo gawin at hindi yung dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si iExpert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything from top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya ay isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo attention, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Diba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Diba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills or sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design? Diba? That's yung ibig ko sabihin. Wag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pag nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pag-process sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, Sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do you do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real-time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real-time. As in real time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo attention, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details na updated. Okay? So yan. So tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay, lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang Option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, huwag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around, you can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nagsubmit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala nang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position, and this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to you from soon. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan eh. Ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Anong gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakakapagod yan, hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala lang kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo, update-update na lang sa loob ng resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card ang dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante na ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang, wag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number 1, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secure na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganon. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data, pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi, makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O, di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pang mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So, shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now, we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So, thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So, hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. Please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs 180, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo. You can always edit it, enter, save it, real-time update. Lahat ng bigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 is the easiest question. Ang tanong is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na pinaka-secure na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo, hindi buwan, taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Di balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com, or email me here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay, again, my name is Kim Chu Wa. Don't forget yung Wa. Okay, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo na nagsasabing be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Ayan, so thank you so much, Sir Kim. Thank you so much po. All right, so guys, if you have questions, the table is now open for questions, so you may now ask Sir Kim. Okay, so may nakita ko kanina. I'm not sure if sa question. Nakailang copy-paste na po ako ng name and section ko. Very good yan. Very good.
Nakita ko nga, ulit na ulit.
Ayan, so, guys, if you have questions regarding ResumeLink, pwede na kayo mag-ask, huwag kayong mahiya. Okay, so habang naghihintay tayo ng questions, Sir Kim, and para dun po sa mga estudyante na kapapasok lang at hindi pa sulat ng pangalan nila, year-end course, habang yung iba, sagad na. Ayan, so, Sir Kim, ano po ang benefits ng pagkakaroon ng ResumeLink? Lalo na kung magkakaroon ng virtual career fair si
CUP. Okay. By the way, kung may tanong din kayo, kahit hindi about ResumeLink, kung may tanong kayo about online applications, you can also send your questions there. Okay? So, sagutin ko muna yung tanong ni Ma'am Joyce. Ano yung benefits, no? Sa in case lang, sa dami ng sinabi ko, nalunod na kayo at hindi nyo na maalala, pwede nyo panoorin yung replay. Later on, panoorin nyo. Pero kung ngayon lang din, sagutin ko na. So, ito yung mga benefits. Number one, when you make your ResumeLink, regardless kung anong year level ka, na freshman ka man ngayon, sophomore, third year, graduating, graduate na, regardless of ilang taon ka na, senior high school, ang recommend ko, gumawa ka ng ResumeLink. Bakit? Okay, bakit? Una, when you have a ResumeLink, you will be getting a lot of company invitations, yung mga notification from the companies that will match your profile. Ang kagandahan niyan is ikaw ngayon yung magde-decide sino doon ang i-entertain mo or hindi. So baliktad, 'di ba? Imbis na isa-isa mo sila kinakatok, isa-isa mo sila pinapadalahan at nagbabaka sakali, 'di ba? Ito baliktad. Sila ngayon magma-match na sa profile mo at sila na ngayon mag-i-invite sa'yo. But then again, it is still up to you if you want to entertain them or not. Okay, so kayo pa rin may decision yan. Yan yung isang makikita kong magandang benefit at advantage. Whether may trabaho ka or wala namang mawawala di ba? Kung i-invite ka ng kumpanya. Okay? Now, the second benefit and advantage that I see when you have a ResumeLink is that you will also be getting invitations from your alma mater. So makakuha ka pag may event yung school ninyo. Specifically, like for the audience here, most are from CUP, City University of Pasay. Kung meron silang future events, future virtual career fairs, may job fair, or meron din pong webinars kagaya ng ginagawa natin ngayon, you will also be getting that notification. And same thing, kung ayaw nyo mag-join, di wag. Diba? At least ang maganda is nakaka-receive kayo. So kayo na lang mag-entertain later on kung gusto mo sumali, then you click on joining, you click on join pala to join, but if you don't want to join the event, then you just disregard that invitation. Diba? Yan yung kagandahan. Now, another thing is, wag mo na antayin yung kung kailan mo kailangan ng resume, tsaka gagawa ng ResumeLink. Iba sa iyo nag-iisip, second year pa lang naman ako or third year pa lang naman ako, matagal pa ako gagraduate, next year pa yun, or next 2 years pa, halimbawa. Sigurado naman ako, sooner or later, gagraduate kayo sooner or later, maghanap ka na ng trabaho, whether graduate ka na or hindi pa. So, ang recommend ko, gumawa ka na ng ResumeLink habang maaga. Para hindi mo na kailangan problemahin, or try mo i-flashback pa. Ano mga pinagagawa ko nung first year ako? Ano yung mga activities ko, mga extracurricular activities ko, yung mga leadership roles ko sa school or sa organization. Hindi mo na kailangan yung isipin pa kasi as it happens, then you are already building those information inside your ResumeLink. Diba? At any time, hugot lang, submit. Diba? Gamitin lang. Diba? Update lang from time to time. Yun. Yan ang magaganda. Meron pa isang naisip pala, Ma'am Joyce. Ngayon lang bigla nag-flash out ako. Isang magandang benefit din ng resume link is kung nakapag-apply ka na sa kumpanya. Halimbawa lang, no, you apply to say 10 companies. Company 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in-applyan mo. Kasi lahat ng 10 na yan, gusto mo talaga yung kumpanyang yon. Nag-submit ka. And for some reason, nagbago isip mo doon sa dalawa. Halimbawa lang, you know, sa physical setting, paano mo i-withdraw application mo? Hindi ba't babalik ka dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, ma'am, sir, nag-submit po ako ng resume sa inyo, pwede ko pa bang bawiin? Pwede ko bang kunin yung application ko? Well, yes, you can do that. Technically, yes. No, physically, you can go to the companies you apply to and ask for that document. However, in reality, hindi natin normally ginagawa yan kasi sayang pa yung oras sa kapamasahe, babalik ka pa eh. Now, the good thing with the resume link is that kung nag-apply ka na sa mga companies na sinabmitan mo, you can easily withdraw it just by clicking on the button sa loob po ng dashboard nyo. Halimbawa, nagbago isip mo. Sa 10 in-applyan mo, yung 2 doon, ayaw mo na talaga magpatuloy sa pag-a-apply sa kumpanyang yon, pwede mo i-withdraw application mo doon sa companies na yon. O, di ba? Ganun lang kasimple. And all your information now will be pulled out na from that company. So, control mo pa rin ang privacy settings mo.
Wow,
Yan ang
that's
pinakamaganda.
Ganda, di ba? Sobrang galing ng resume link. So, Sir Kim, may question tayo from Sir June Galinde. So, good day po. Meaning to say, pwede na din po kami mag-apply dito for our OJT kasi di ba po, iniiwasan ng mga company ngayon ang walk-in applicant dahil sa pandemic.
Okay, hindi naman nila iniiwasan yung mga aplikante dahil sa, thank you Sir June, no? Hindi nila iniiwasan yung aplikante dahil sa pandemic. Siguro, oo, yung virus iniiwasan natin. But we have a protocol kasi, di ba, from IATF at saka sa CHED na hindi talaga tayo pa pwede mag face-to-face OJT rin, no? Sa mga internship program. So to answer your question, yes, pwede kayo mag-apply. You can check out the companies that you will find here sa jobs180.com. Doon po sa link na nagsuscroll, makikita po niyo doon nakalagay schools, yan with an S schools.jobs180.com/CUP. Puntahan mo yung link na yan, you will see a lot of companies, yung mga industry partners po ng school ninyo. Pwede kayo mamili dyan ng mga internship, OJT opportunities, pati na rin po yung mga full-time positions just in case you want to explore. Yan. We also invited some companies who will be talking about certain topics later on. Check out Transcom. Check out Synchrony. Yan. They have a lot of opportunities no, to offer for you. And you never know, baka meron din po silang pang OJT kung sakali lang no, na pwede pang work from home. Yan, kasi marami namang ibang companies they're also offering OJTs or internship, but depende siya sa skills na kailangan, no? Pag yung mga IT ganyan, mas normally okay lang because you can do that from home. Pero kung kinakailangan yung actual application, mas yan depende na no, sa specialization po ninyo. Paano ka mag-OJT kung piloto ka halimbawa, no? Hindi ka naman makakapag computer na lang, doon ka na magpalipad eroplano, diba? Sample lang, no? Ganyan yung ibig ko sabihin. So, you can check out opportunities. Okay? Thank you for the question, Sir June.
All right, thank you, Sir June. And next po, from Sir JB Carcueva. So, Sir, pati ba mga normal user, makikita nila mga resumes or sa companies lang visible?
Sir JB, hindi ko lang na-gets ibig sabihin ng normal user. Okay. So,
baka sir yung mga meron ding resume link or yung mga user as in resume link.
Okay. People who have a resume link, you mean?
For
Okay,
example, siguro friends, baka friends, sir.
Well, una sa lahat, Sir JB, hindi po ito social media platform. Okay, this goes for everyone who's listening. Hindi ito social media platform na magpapapogian tayo, magpapakyutan tayo ng information para ma-impress natin yung kaibigan natin. Okay? Magpapakyutan tayo dito para sa HR, para sa kumpanyang ina-applyan nyo. Now, I want to remind you din na wag natin to i-overdo. Okay? Wag nyo to i-falsify information nyo. Always put the real information lang. Don't say that you are, example lang, you're already a manager of a company. In fact, hindi naman. Diba? Don't do that kasi later on, when you falsify information at kapag nahuli kayo ng company, lagot, pwede kayo matanggal sa trabaho, baka makasuhan pa kayo. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, now to answer your question lang, makikita ba ito ng mga ibang kasama nyo na may resume link account din? The answer is no and yes. Okay, bakit no and yes? Depende siya kung alam nila ang resume link mo. Okay, ganun lang siya kasimple because it's not searchable. Example lang, Sir JB, ang resume link mo, di ba, JBC. Example lang jbc.jobs180.com. Di ba? If I don't know your resume link and I type JB, nothing will come out because I don't even know ano link nyo. Diba? Hindi rin siya searchable. If I go to jobs180.com, I type there JB, nothing comes out because hindi siya searchable. But if I go to Facebook, I type JB, perhaps, isa ka sa mga libo-libong lalabas na JB. Diba? So, yan yung pagkakaiba. So, regardless kung friends mo sila, kung users man sila ng Jobs180 or hindi, makikita lang nila yung information mo kung alam nila eksaktong resume link mo. Okay? So that means it has to come from you. Okay? Ayan. I hope na-answer ko yung tanong nyo.
Ayan. So, thank you so much, Sir Kim. So, I think ready na ata yung next speaker natin. So, before you proceed backstage, Sir Kim, advice na lang po for the graduating students. Tips.
Advice ko, okay, tips ko is sa panahon ngayon, ang dami mga nangyayari, mga negative na naririnig, 'di ba? Iba-ibang virus, nag-mutate, may Omicron na raw, 'di ba? Ang dami pa eh. So marami 'yan nangyayari. Huwag tayong mabahala. Let's continue to be focused on what we want, our goals, our plans, regardless kung mangyari to sooner or later. The goal is you always stay focused and learn new things. 'Di ba? Always educate yourself. 'Di ba? Kung yung industry na pinapasukan nyo or industry niyo right now na gusto mong pasukan ay down. Especially may mga industry tayo ngayon, mga retail, yung mga nasa sa food, depende, no? Marami tayong mga industry na medyo hindi nagsa-start pa lang bumalik ulit. Then you try to explore muna other opportunities. Tapos later on balikan natin, no? I'm sure babalik naman 'yan. Sabi nga nila, parang cycle lang 'yan, parang gulong lang 'yan, 'di ba? Gulong ng buhay, umiikot lang 'yan. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Ang importante, never give up. Okay? Tuloy-tuloy lang ang laban. Yan ang importante. Okay?
Alright.
Ayun.
Thank you so much, Sir Kim. Maraming salamat po. So, guys, if you have questions pa, okay, so you may visit Jobs 180 or you may message us po sa aming Facebook page. Ayan. So, thank you so much, Sir Kim. Thank you so much. And to know more about ResumeLink, guys, you may visit www.jobs180.com.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Be safe,
much,
everyone.
Sir Kim.
Bye-bye.
All right. So, for next speaker for today, so we'll talk about developing strong work ethics. So, working in recruitment for the past 10 years, and it brings him great joy always for every hires that they have. So, the sourcing manager of Transcom Philippines, Mr. Mark Anthony Danila. Hi, Sir Mark. Good afternoon po.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi,
Is
sir.
my
Good
audio
afternoon.
clear?
Yes, sir. Loud
Can you
and
hear me
clear.
well?
Yes. Can we test
Yes.
your share screen now, sir?
Okay, let me go ahead.
All right, guys. So, if you have questions, guys, huwag kayong mahiya magtanong, ha? Meron lang tayong 2 speakers. So, ito na yung chance nyo. Ayan. So, not yet.
All
It's
right.
loading po. It's up, sir. So, I'll leave it to it po. You have 20 minutes, sir. So, I'll see you po for the Q&A. Good luck, sir.
Okay, thank you. So good afternoon, everyone. So I'm glad to be part of this event. Thanks to Jobs 80 for inviting me as one of the speakers for everybody, especially for this topic, which is one of the things that you guys will need, especially when you start working in different industries. So again, my name is Mark. I'm one of the sourcing manager of Transcom Philippines. So my topic is developing strong work ethics. So before we go to the exact definition or terms of what is a work ethics or what is a strong work ethics, I'll be showing you some pictures. So these are the famous athletes, celebrities, and entrepreneurs globally. So I would bet that most of you know them. So first we have Will Smith here. We have, of course, we have our own Manny Pacquiao, of course, the great basketball player, Michael Jordan, and one of the successful entrepreneurs in America, which is Mark Cuban. Okay, now when we see this with these personalities, what are the things that they have in common? Of course, we will say success, right? So they are rich, powerful, and they're very successful in each of their own field. But there's one thing that they have in common, which is a strong work ethic. So behind the glory, behind the success, behind that curtain, are hours or countless of hours of hard work. So let's say for Will Smith, he mentioned that he looks at talent and skill separately. So talent, every one of us has um, natural born talents, right, or inborn talents. So these are the things that are easy for us to do. But skills requires discipline. So magkaiba siya. So pag skill, you need hard work. You need time to hone it. So let's say for Manny Pacquiao, one of his talent is he has a powerful left hand, right? So malakas yung suntok niya, yung kaliwang kamay niya. But that will just bring him to this part. For him to be greater, he needs countless hours of training for his conditioning, for his speed. Same goes with Michael Jordan. Every season, so let's say championship after every championships, on the off season, he takes 100 jump shots every day to perfect his shooting form or his shooting. And here, Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks and one of the and other businesses. So there was a story that he never took a vacation for 7 years just to focus his business. So that's what made them successful. Okay, so on to the next slide. So what is work ethic? So work ethic is a term used to describe a person's dedication in relation to their job. So it's how we see our craft. Okay. So the difference with strong work ethic is it allows us to value our professional life, and we are committed to do whatever it takes to get our job done. Okay, on how to perfect our craft. Okay, so now knowing what is work ethic, so what are the elements that is needed to develop strong work ethic? Okay, so first would be self-discipline. Of course, for us to focus and to hone our craft, we should be disciplined enough to do it day by day by day. Okay, so mahirap talaga siya. It's hard. So we need to have that discipline to make it a habit na parang magiging program na lang siya natin, that even with our eyes closed, we can, we would know what to do. Professionalism, of course, in our work, we should be professional enough. Being professional is not just the looks. Of course, yung iba, uy, he looks professional because of the ties, the coats, and everything. But the actual essence of professionalism includes being punctual, so always be on time, respect other people's time. Okay, and it will bring you to places. Companies would appreciate um, employees who are always on time. Okay, professionalism, integrity. Okay, so always be be honest enough in front of your bosses and your coworkers. Um, Next would be balance. So I learned that there was it was mentioned before in one article I've read that why 24 hours yung yung sa isang araw, 24 hours is because 8 hours for work, 8 hours for leisure or fun, and 8 hours for rest. So if you are working hard, you tend to be burned out. So you need to give your body a time to rest as well. And of course, take some leisure or fun with your families or friends so that you'll have the fuel again to go back and work hard. Fourth would be humility. Why humility? So yung mga na-mention ko earlier na mga celebrities, if they think that they are the best, so why would I practice? Why would I work hard? So of course, hindi na ako magtatrabaho ng ng mahirap, or I'll just take my easy time or take the easy way. But successful people are humble enough to know that that they need to learn more. Okay, that they need to practice and practice until they perfect their craft. So let's say for the new graduates, right? So I believe the school has equipped you with the tools and knowledge to be successful here, but that shouldn't limit us. Not that shouldn't limit us to be open to new experiences and new knowledge from other, from whatever profession we will choose. And of course, last would be positivity. So in being professional, no, once you choose your own craft or industry, it's gonna be hard. So, and there would be a lot of things that you won't be able to control, lots of negativity. So always be focused with your goal, be positive, and the universe will, will align itself to for you to be successful. Okay. And for all of this, for us to develop the strong work ethic, no, these elements, we just need to practice this every day, every single day, until it becomes, it becomes what they call this, it becomes a part of our system. So so there you go. So I hope that you've learned something from my talk today.
Alright,
Yeah, hi
thank you so
Joyce.
much, Sir Mark. Hi, Sir Mark. All right. So, guys, the table is now open for questions. So, if you have questions for Sir Mark regarding about the topic today, so you may now ask questions. So, habang naghihintay po tayo ng tanong, Sir Mark, I have few questions here. So, okay. So, are you now up po for questions, sir? Can you hear me po?
Yes, yes,
All
Joyce. Can
right.
you hear me ba? Yeah.
All right, sir. So, my first question is, what are the basic characteristics po that will help you develop good work ethics po?
Well, first, of course, first should be self-awareness. We should be aware
Mhm.
of our strengths and weaknesses, no. So let's say I'm the kind, what's the irony when I was actually, it gave me a smile when I was invited to be part of this talk, is because one of my weaknesses when I was studying is that work ethic. So I relied mostly on my on my talent. But again, talent hard work will defeat talent if talent becomes lazy, right?
Mhm.
So I realized when I started to work that talent is not enough to bring you there. Talent can make you good, but for you to be great on something that you want to do, you need to include a strong work ethic. So first is self-awareness, and then second, there's a lot of, if you're just gonna Google it, there's a lot of elements, there's a
Mm-mm.
lot of tips on how to develop strong work ethic, just like what I've showed earlier. But the thing is, you need to be consistent, to practice it every day. So no matter what article or self-help book that you will see online, or in the books, so if you practice all of them every day, you will be successful. Definitely, you will be successful.
All right. Thank you, sir. So, can you list down po the common unethical behavior of employees po?
Well, number one, of course, being late. So as I mentioned,
Mhm.
we need to be professional. So that's one important thing, is our punctuality. Okay. And I think the second is the willingness to learn. Okay. So
Mhm.
for every new graduate, so even though if you're gonna apply to a new company, of course you have to adjust with the culture, with the work process itself, right? So give it some time. So I hope for the new graduates, once you started a job, and if you feel that you're not that good enough, so accept the fact that you're just new, and just be open to learn to new things, and everything will come into place. And of course, we need help from our coworkers. So be open to get to ask for help from anybody as well.
Mhm. And of course, sir, follow-up question po, no? So, is unethical behavior po illegal, or kasi 'di ba there are legal but unethical, but there are things that are ethical but
Mhm.
unethical, but 'di ba? Not illegal, not all unethical are illegal. So,
Yes, yes, of course.
mhm.
That would depend on the principle or the values of a person, right? So
Mm.
of course, ethics and the term ethic and legal, has a
Mm.
thin red line between them.
Mm.
but it's completely both different words or has both
Mm.
different meanings. Yes.
Mm. So, as for the company naman po, ano naman po yung mga penalties or may fine po ba yung, employees if ever po na may mga misconduct behavior or yun nga po, may mga unethical behavior sila, sa company?
Yes, definitely. So that would depend on the sanction, no. So let's say, as what I've said earlier, punctuality, right? So of course, if you're gonna be late, for a number of times, right, for an X number of times, or absent for an X number of times, then of course, there would be an appropriate sanction that will be
Mhm,
explained to every employee as well at this on the
mm,
onset of their job. Yes.
mm. And, sir, what do you think po are the factors that would hinder po the applicant na magkaroon ng, work ethic or 'di ba maraming pasaway din kasi talaga na aplikante. So
Mhm.
so kahit pa daanin sila sa magandang usapan, so may mga pasaway pa rin ano. What do you think po are the factors talaga na patuloy nilang ginagawa ito, yung mga unethical behaviors na 'to?
Are we talking about applicants here or
Mhm.
employees?
Employees na, sir, employees na.
Employees. Okay.
Mm,
So I think being a leader, no, I think it would also first fall onto the under the responsibility of a manager or a leader. Of course,
mm,
managers and leaders are there to coach their subordinates. So, but if they exhaust everything, so managers and even HR would exhaust everything to coach or discipline a certain employee for misconduct or misbehaviors, then of course, there will come to a certain point that a company would have to let go of that employee.
mm. Especially now, sir, kasi I think, it's harder to monitor employees kasi 'di ba, most of the, employees na are working from home.
Yes,
So,
yes.
um
So with the current situation that we have right now,
mm,
companies are being resilient on how they can monitor the performance of their employees. So at the end of the
mm,
day, they would check on the productivity. Okay,
mm.
so it's still with the numbers. So you'd be able to measure how the employee is performing in with their work.
Yes, sir. And also, how do you think we can set po boundaries, especially 'di ba po, boundaries from between work and home. Ayan, sir.
Yes, yes.
Mhm,
That's one of the challenges right now, no. Even myself,
mm,
when pandemic hit us, and we were of course, we transitioned from
mm,
office base to home base. At first, it gave me a certain point of time to really adjust, because everything is mixed, your personal life and even your work. So just one example, no. Before, when I started working, I'm still in plain house clothes when working from
mm,
home. And medyo nahirapan ako, because from time to time after I work, I just, I step out of my laptop and then do
mm,
something sa bahay. But right now, what worked for me is that I even as a bahay ako, I change into working clothes. So at least it would give me the mindset that I need to work and not do some household chores. And then after work, then of course I have to change into household clothes, which means that I'm on my mindset that I'm at home. So that's what I did. So it would depend on, on the person, on what works for them. So what works for you could not work for the other person. So I just need for all of the new graduates here, if you have a work from home setup, then you just
mm.
need to find that what you call this that certain that initiative on what will work for you to be to be productive even if you're working from home.
Totoo, sir. Especially if you're working your office is, 'di ba, inside your room, your own bedroom. So, ang
Mhm.
temptation talaga ng kama nandiyan lang. So, ako naman, sir,
Yes.
what work best for me is yung paglalagay ng makeup. So, I think pag
Okay.
ano, iniisip ko na, ay, nasa office ako, gano'n. So, yun yung akin, yun para maging at least naman ma-remind ako na, ano, I have to work, 'di ba? I have to be productive. So, yun yung way ko naman, sir, so for me. So, I'm
Okay.
not sure with others, pero that's my way. Ayan. So, and of course, sir, your vacancies po, positions now in offering
Yes,
Transcom.
yes. So we do have a lot of vacancies, especially with the coming 20 with the coming year. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so Transcom has 5 sites. So we have 2 sites in Pasig, and then we have 1 site in Bacolod, Iloilo, and Davao. So for Manila, we're looking at 1,000 to 2,000 headcounts for next year, which would include premier accounts, okay, from UK and US, and aside from entry level positions, we do have other positions with different departments like IT, HR, recruitment, and
Mm-mm.
facilities, okay, etc. So
Mm.
always you can check our openings here in jobs 180. Okay, so aside from that, you can always check um our link jobs 180 slash transcom.
Ayan. So, thank you, sir. I'm sure we have question po from Humabol. Ayan, from Miss Ira or Sir Ira Santos. So, what if the employer is doing unethical behavior po? How can we address it to properly? How can we address it properly to them?
Yes, definitely. It's possible that maybe your supervisor or your manager or your coworker has unethical behavior. That's the reason why we have human resource department. So they're the right department to talk to. So let's say coworker mo or ibang supervisor, then you have your manager that you can talk to, and then your manager can escalate that to the proper channel, which is our HR, right, or human
Mm-hmm.
resources. Then if it's your direct supervisor or your direct manager, then of course you can go directly to HR. So it depends on the structure of the company, but definitely all companies has set a system or a process in place to protect their employees.
Mm. Tsaka matakot kayo guys 'no, matakot kayo guys. Kasi anytime na gumawa kayo ng kalokohan, blacklisted kayo ng company kapag, hindi kayo naswertehan, ayan. So, alright. So sir, advice na lang po for the graduating students before we end, this, session?
Well, for me, no, I hope you learned something from my discussion. But for the new graduates, don't be afraid of failures. Okay, so as early as now, you have this bandwidth to fail and fail, and just make sure that it will be a learning stick for a learning experience for you to be able to be a better person. Okay, and again, just be consistent and work hard. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, so thank you so much, Sir Mark. Maraming maraming salamat po for joining us today. We wish to have you on our next set of webinars po. So ingat po. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sir
you're
Mark.
welcome. You're welcome, and thanks as well. And be safe, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, sir. So to know more about Transcom, guys, if you're interested to apply, you may submit your resume link at or you may visit jobs180.com/transcom. Okay, so again, nandiyan po, nag-roll sa baba. You can see it on your screen. So you may visit jobs180.com/transcom. Okay, so let's proceed na to our next speaker. Last but not the least, of course, topic for today. So hiring in the new normal, which will be discussed by recruitment specialist from Synchrony. So Miss Diane is the recruitment specialist for Synchrony Global Service Philippines Incorporated. She's been with the company for 3 years already and started as a coordinator and worked her way up to be a specialist. So she now handles all hiring requirements, initiatives, and projects for the company's Alabang site. So again, the recruitment specialist for Synchrony, Miss Diane Therese Escobar. Hi, Miss Diane. Good afternoon po.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for inviting me today.
Thank you so much also, Miss Diane. So, Miss Diane, can we test po your share screen?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Yes, it's
currently
up.
sharing. There you go.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am, it's up. So, ma'am, I'll leave it to it po. You have 20 minutes. I'll be back po for the Q&A. So, good luck, Miss
All
Diane.
right. Thank you so much, Joyce. Okay, so again, everyone, good afternoon, and hello to everyone that is watching our upcoming graduate students and alumni from City University of Pasay. And again, thank you so much for inviting me today to share some insights regarding hiring in the new normal. No, so we'll share with you guys how hiring works in synchrony, what are the trends are now that we are, in a virtual and new normal, right? And share as well the culture of synchrony. So before that, I would love to share with you guys a welcome message from our AVP for talent and recruitment, also diversity, Joey Karag.
Hello, and welcome to all of you aspiring to join the workforce. Thank you to each one of you for attending, and we are pleased to have you in this career fair. We are happy to know that despite our challenging times, it is great that we can promote opportunities through these virtual platforms and enable aspiring talents like you to realize your ambitions. With Synchrony, we offer many opportunities to learn, develop, and build careers through a creative and highly energized culture, where people are encouraged to speak up and get involved in the community. Because of this, Synchrony Global Services Philippines has been certified as one of the great places to work in the Philippines for 3 consecutive years and is one of the best places to work in Asia as well. On that note, we seek candidates who give importance to teamwork and in building relationships. Individuals who are not scared of sharing their ideas, who gives values to their passion, and with high regard to integrity and adaptiveness. We seek individuals who want to be challenged and are hungry for learning. With that, we look forward that you'll be interested to join our company and be part of one of the country's top employers. Wishing all of you good luck and success in all your endeavors.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Joey, for that great welcome message. So hopefully, we're gonna see most of you guys, with synchrony in the future. All right. So, what is our agenda for today? So, definitely, we will be sharing with you who we are as a corporation, what we do as well, and some locations where you can find us. And of course, the culture that we have in Synchrony, how hiring works now in the new normal, the recruitment process we have, and also some time for a question and answer portion. All right. So, there. Okay, so when you try to search Synchrony online, this would most likely be the definition you will be seeing. So, Synchrony is a premier consumer financial services company delivering customized financing programs across key industries, including retail, health, auto, travel, and home, and along with award winning consumer banking products. So, simply put, Synchrony provides quality financial and payment solutions to our clients and customers. All right, so that's what we do and who we are. As what I have mentioned, all right, we have a lot of sites, mainly in the US, but our headquarters is located in Stamford, Connecticut. So our subsidiary company, which is Synchrony Bank, they are located in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, some of these sites have been transformed to virtual hubs, some of which are still working in the site. No, and in Asia, of course, we have expanded our sites there as well. So in India, we have one site there in Hyderabad, and for the Philippines, we have two. That is the Manila site, which is located in Muntinlupa City, and also our site in Cebu City. All right, so that is our location. So with these locations, we have over 6,000 plus employees and still growing as we speak. And we are still providing opportunities, especially to Filipinos, with our great list of opportunities given to you guys. No, so there. All right. So for our Philippine site, Synchrony Global Services Philippines Inc. is a subsidiary company that manages Synchrony's call center operations and select back office support located at Philinvest Alabang and Cebu Business Park. So as you can see here, guys, we have been awarded for 3 consecutive years as a great place to work. So, just to give you guys an overview about Great Place to Work, it is a certification that a company surpass the expectation of its employees. And with the scores that we have received in the past 3 years, we are still at top of the list as one of the best places to work in the Philippines and also Asia wide. So we're very, very proud to share this to everyone because it's a very big milestone for the company, and it just shows how caring we are and how dedicated we are to provide quality service not only to our customers but also to our employees. So it really says a lot about an organization, right? So to share more about our Great Place to Work certification, I'm going to share with you guys a video. Disclaimer, this was pre-pandemic, so you won't see any mask or social distancing, but just a lot of fun, and you will get to feel as well our culture.
I feel a sense of pride because it's not every day that a company gets certified as a great place to work. I've been part of many different companies, but Synchrony feels like my second home.
First thing that I like about working in Synchrony is that it's diversity and inclusivity, where it encourages you to be who you really are in the workplace, regardless of your gender identity, sexual orientation, age, ethnic origin, familial status, religion, or what have you. It invests in our employees, giving us various trainings and learnings that may not be commonly found in a call center setting.
We love what we do for our people. We build our unique culture through our Synchrony values. We are responsible, honest, and driven. We are passionate, bold, and most of all, we are caring.
What makes Synchrony a great place to work? You know, we have our Synchrony values. We have 6 of them, but to me, the most important value that drives the great place to work vibe is caring. From the top, from Margaret Keene, all the way down to our associates, as a leader, you have to be able to prove that to your people, that you care about them and that you don't expect them to do anything that you're not willing to do. Being recognized as a great place to work is really just a validation for what we do every single day. The biggest part of my job is to make sure that we have the best work environment for our employees to do their best work. And I think we do a great job of that. To me, the great place to work score and validation is really just showing that we do the right thing every single day.
We are a great place to work.
All right. So with that video, you guys were able to see how our culture is quite tight knitted. Our culture is, family centered, and we always make sure that we, make that experience the same for each and every employees we have with Synchrony. So with the video, we were able to share with you guys that we have 6 values, right? So for an employee to be an official Synchrony employee, of course, they have to have these values. So if you would notice, all of these values are very common, and this has been taught to us since we were children by our parents, teacher, right? And it's still applicable as of this day, even though that we are working or in an organization. No? So first is honesty, right? So it's our policy, and we take that literally, right? We make sure that with everything that we do in Synchrony, we have unyielding integrity, right? We are also caring, not only through our customers, clients, but also to each other. So Synchrony is well known to provide support, may it be through our NGO partners, Like for example, one of our citizenship projects and programs right now is in partnership with Gawad Kalinga, right? Which, we have provided them support. We have Synchrony scholars also. And we just recently established our first ever Synchrony Village, right? It's a very heartwarming achievement for us because we provided shelter and housing to people that cannot provide for themselves for now, right? So we are really a caring company. Together with, of course, giving back to the community, definitely in terms of providing support to our employees, we are at the top as well. So even though now that we are experiencing a pandemic, we have a 24 by 7 COVID response. So everything, any support you need regarding COVID issue or concern, we will be here for you, no? And besides that, of course, the benefits that we provide is aligned to what you need as a person and as an employee, right? And then we are also responsible. We know what's at stake every single time. Before we do something, we know that it is the appropriate thing to do in that certain situation, right? And also, we are driven. We are all in, and we always deliver as a team. So, everything that we do here in Synchrony, we work well together, and that we do that as a team. No, and then we are also passionate. All right, it's where all greatness comes from, which is true, and I agree to that. And also, lastly, of course, we are bold. We are brave enough to go above and beyond what we do, right? We are always bold enough to speak our mind, share our opinions, and also to, as mentioned, go above and beyond what we usually do. Right? So that is our Synchrony values. So with all that has happened, of course, you would notice a lot of changes in terms of the new normal from before. And we're very much happy to share with you guys how the journey was for Synchrony. So where we are before and what we do now. So
'Volks ang Alert Level 4 sa Bulkang Taal.
$25,392 na ang kaso ng COVID-19 sa Pilipinas.
All right. So you were able to see how the transition was for us, right? So at first it was really challenging, no? Everything was happening so fast, which I'm pretty much sure you guys have experienced as well, no? So we were one of those companies, first one who have transitioned to a work from home and skeletal arrangement to still provide service to our customers and clients amidst the pandemic. And with what you saw, everything was quite new. Everything was virtual. We're no longer seeing each other for the meantime to, of course, stay safe and be secured. And we're still providing utmost support to all of our employees and at the same time, our clients as well. So it's actually aligned to our topic for today, which is hiring in the new normal, right? So I'm pretty much sure that you guys are fully aware of what is happening now. So everything now is of course digital, and everything that is happening, it's already remote, no? And it's part of our trends based on our research and what we currently are doing now in Synchrony. So based on what is currently happening in terms of hiring and recruiting, we have four trends that we have noticed, and we would love to share that with you guys. As newly graduates and upcoming graduates, you should be aware on what to expect in terms of opportunities you will apply for and also the work you will be doing eventually. Right? So these are the four trends in terms of hiring in the new normal. So first one is the digital and virtual arrangement. So right now, as you know, in Synchrony, all of our processes are done virtually. And for the meantime, our opportunities are temporary work from home. So with this, everything has been done digitally and virtual. So the hiring process for Synchrony and of course to other companies out there as well, everything is done via video interviews, online type of assessments, right? And we were able to utilize different platforms as well. So you would notice that we won't no longer require you to visit the site or meet face to face. Everything will be done through email. Everything will be done through these virtual platforms and all of that, including training. It will be virtual as well. So we will definitely provide all the equipment you need to work successfully at home. So that would include your own laptop, your own assets, digital items to work as well. And of course, corresponding allowances that would pay for your internet and the likes. No? So that is the first trend. Not only Synchrony, but based on, of course, what we have noticed in the industry, a lot are adapting to this digital recruitment or, the virtual recruitment process, right? And I believe that you guys agree that it would be very convenient for us. No, you will no longer be required to commute or go to some areas to apply. You can just simply click and have a job offer the next day. So quite convenient. Next one is hiring demands reinvented. So previously, we're focusing on very specific like hiring demands, which means we're only targeting people that are really looking for a job, possibly applying and all that. But right now, we are actually tapping different industries and different resources to get talents, right? So when the pandemic started, a lot of industries, retrenched or um, somehow remove some employees. So there's a lot of displaced candidates at that time. So Synchrony was one of those companies who really focused on providing opportunities to those displaced workers, right? We share them opportunities that they may want to explore with us, and we're happy that we were able to provide opportunities to them amidst the pandemic. Besides that, of course, we cannot forget the minority groups. Synchrony is well known to be diverse and inclusive. We provide equal opportunities, regardless of your age, gender identity, familial status, right? If you are a person with disability, we are very much open to also provide opportunities to you, and even veterans. We're very, very happy to share that, Synchrony does not choose, and Synchrony does not um, judge, and at the same time stigmatize people. Again, equal opportunities for all. So that is the second trend. And then third one is flexible work arrangement. So I've mentioned that the opportunities that we provide currently is a temporary work from home, which would give you more flexibility. Not only, you won't be going to the site, but at the same time, you will have more time with your family or whatsoever, right? But again, we're still working on our transition to return to office, and it's still in process right now. But still, work from home is what we offer for our candidates. So before we actually decide on any transition or whatsoever, we are still driving awareness to our employees, giving them time to be fully aware of what would be the new normal when we go back to the site. No? And Synchrony, by the way, provides um, vaccination for COVID and flu to all of our employees' friends, relatives, whom they want to be vaccinated to. No? So, by the way, the vaccines are free of charge, and we are highly, highly encouraging our employees to be vaccinated. Right? So, besides that, as mentioned, we have a 24 by 7 COVID response. So, regardless of whatever issue that they may have, we do provide the response and support to them. No? So, every week, we also have Ask Us Anything session with our employees, which we invited doctors, medical professionals to also educate our employees that may have hesitations getting vaccines or whatsoever, so they are fully aware of what are the benefits if ever we will be vaccinated. All right, so that is the flexible work arrangement. So lastly, the benefits of companies right now are focused on healthcare and support. So definitely, guys, the healthcare support of Synchrony is top notch as well. On your day one, you will be covered through our healthcare provider, and you are also insured. All right, which means whatever may happen to you, your families and loved ones are covered if ever. So, one of the great benefits that Synchrony provide, and we also have a benefit in terms of coaching sessions, right? Whatever support you need, may it be about medical consultations, financial consultations, legal consultations, we have those also to be provided to you guys. Right. So those are some of the healthcare and support benefits that we provide here in Synchrony. And if you guys would also check on other companies, they're doing the same. So it's really focused on how we provide healthcare and support to our employees. So that is hiring in the new normal. And again, these are the 4 trends you will have to watch out for. All right. So what is the recruitment process with Synchrony? So let me share with you guys a very quick flow on how recruitment process works with us. Okay, so that is our recruitment process. So quite easy to, understand, no? It's quite fast as well, considering that most of our requirements are an urgent need, no? So as mentioned, everything is virtual. So you can simply apply through Jobs 180 slash Synchrony to check out our openings for you to explore on these opportunities. But currently, our hiring is customer service representative, no? So definitely this role will focus on providing financial and payments solutions and support to our clients, right? And the job requirements that we require for this role would be, of course, for you to have a good English communication skills. All right, which means you need to you need to communicate well, and that you can converse and comprehend. All right. You need to also have at least 2 years in college or 2 years associate degree. So most of you guys are, upcoming graduates. So I believe that you are quite qualified for the role, no? Again, you are amenable to temporarily work from home. And once the business decides to go back on site, you are also willing to adjust. All right, next is, of course, you're willing to work on a shifting schedule, may it be at night, work on holidays and weekends if needed. So you have to, just a heads up, now we are an American company. So most of the time that we are following US time. All right. As mentioned, we will be providing you the equipment. However, we need you guys to have a high internet plan or speed. So it should be at least 30 to 50 Mbps for you to be qualified to work with Synchrony. And of course, you need to have a conducive workspace at home without distraction or somehow minimal background noise. So that is our job requirements and qualifications. Okay, so there. All right, so that's the last slide that I have. I guess I'm gonna give back the floor to Joyce. If there are questions, we'll be more than happy to answer.
All right. So thank you so much, Miss Dayan. So guys, last na si Miss Dayan na speaker natin today. So baka naman. So if you have questions,
Yeah.
the table is now open again for questions. So type them in so we can read it. Syempre, lahat ng questions na yan, ma-ask natin kay Miss Dayan. So habang naghihintay po tayo ng questions, Miss Dayan, I have few
Mhm.
questions here. So
Sure.
I believe po pandemic really changed HR or the
Mhm.
HR ways, tama po ba, no? So
Yeah,
how
that's true.
is pandemic or how is pandemic changing HR nowadays po?
Mm-mm. In terms of the change in HR, so right now we're focused on really our employees. So we always hear feedbacks from them, their concerns, and we
Mm.
align what we do in our action plans to those concerns. So even before, that is our practice. However, with the pandemic, um, we're focused on really ensuring their safety, and we're ensuring that even though we have experienced a lot of challenges, we are here for them, supporting them, and provide all the needs that they have.
Mhm.
So Synchrony is fully supportive naman on that action or plan. So in terms of managing people, definitely we made sure that our HR team is fully equipped in guiding our employees,
Mm.
providing the support that they need, right? Even outside of work, definitely, we always keep ourselves available to hear them out and provide assistance. So that is actually what we are currently doing.
Mhm. And looks like what really Synchrony
Mm-mm.
is one of the best place to work with po, no?
That's right.
So
Mm.
again, so we have question from Sir Ira. So
Sure.
okay. I'm really amazed on how you value your employees in Synchrony. I have one question lang po. So what's the most effective for you, Miss Diane? 100% remote setup job or on-site job based on your work industry?
Okay. So with our industry, currently we are working from home, right? And we have yet to really identify the approach on what to take in terms of by next year or return to office. But I think the most effective is the hybrid model.
Mm-mm.
Combination of both worlds. No, so there are days that we will be on the site to, of course, still maintain the culture because it's still different. If we see the people we work with, we build relationships, we connect with them, and at the same time, there are days that we are at home to still have time to adjust, right? While we do all of these transitions, no? So I guess the best answer for that would be a hybrid model talaga. So, there.
Yes. Kasi ma'am, kasi, kami rin dito sa bahay. So, parang free
Mm-mm.
kami na nagwo-work from home. So, there are
Right.
times na nag-uusap kami na sana ano 'no, hybrid na, may
Oo.
isang
Agree.
araw or dalawang araw na nasa office tayo. Kasi iba talaga yung office ano, eh, yung
Mm.
yung vibe ng
Yung
office
friendship
nakaka
na nabi-build, oo,
yes, yung
relationship,
chika
oo.
with your ano, coworkers. So,
That's
ayan.
right.
So, tingnan na lang natin kung anong
That's what we
mangyayari.
miss actually when we
Mm.
were all working from home. We were really looking forward to seeing each other again soon
Mm.
eventually once we do a hybrid model maybe next year. No? So we're still looking into that.
Yes, ma'am. And of course, ma'am, as an HR po, and based on your experience, is it
Mm-mm.
harder to reach out po ba with the employees? Of course, for example, may mga concerns yung employees na yan than before pandemic po.
Mhm. In terms of reaching out to candidates and prospects or talents, it's for me it was easier now
Mhm.
because everyone is in their phones.
Mm.
Everyone has capabilities to apply online with just one click.
Mm.
And with the current process we're following, it is virtual and they can do it at the comforts of their home. So if they do have concerns or questions, they can just simply message us. They can simply
Mm.
call or email us, and we
Mm.
will respond to them once we can. So instead of them visiting the office, them trying to meet us in person, it's quite difficult traveling wise. So I think now it's easier for us to
Mm.
reach out to them. So there.
So parang iba-iba rin ma'am 'no, yung HR kasi based naman from our ano naman
Oo.
previous, HR na guest speaker. So, yung mga siyempre hindi na nasa millennial or
Mm.
nasa ayan. So, parang yung iba sa kanila hirap pa mag-adjust since nga, lahat ginagawa, virtual po 'no.
Hmm.
So, parang hirap pa sila with technologies pero naman siyempre din umaano din yung, HR,
Yeah.
sumasabay naman sa current trend naman ngayon. And of course, speaking of
Yeah.
trends, what are the trends and challenges naman po you experience,
Mm.
during pandemic po?
Okay. So in terms of challenges, in our industry, in the contact center in BPO, everyone is
Hmm.
hiring talaga. So we are trying to attract as much talents as we can or we have,
Mm.
and also be at par, not at par, but even above the trend or market trend in the industry. So we really
Mm.
need to know what's going on with all the other companies and to make sure that we are aligned, and we provide more so we can attract candidates, prospects to join us eventually. So those are one of the challenges that um, a lot of candidates are exploring currently. Because if you would notice, I believe it's in the news as well. There's a lot of
Mhm.
displaced workers also.
Mm.
So those are some of the prospects that we have. Another thing is, now that we are working from home, the attrition is a challenge. So when we see attrition, people that are leaving the company,
Mm. Mm.
and staying with us for a very short time. So with one of the reason why people stay is because they love the people they work with. But because everything is virtual, they somehow does not build the same connection or relationship. So it's quite easy for them to resign. Um, and also with what I have shared a while ago, that we're considering displaced workers when the industry went back to normal and started, operating again, like in the tourism industry, aviation, and all that. So those people resigned
Mm.
because they wanted to come back to where they left off. So I think attrition also is a factor, which I believe other companies would agree also.
And of course, meron din naman mga courses, 'di ba? May mga industries na down today. Like for example, yung mga nasa
Mm.
food and resort
That's right.
hotels, 'di ba? So etong mga graduating natin ngayon na under sa mga courses na yun are hesitant to apply,
Mm.
'di ba? To explore. So what would you recommend po or advice tips
Mm.
po for this students na talagang they think po na hindi align itong course ko sa akin,
Yeah.
itong mga job openings or vacancies today. So,
Mm.
ayan, kesa naman tambay, what would be your
Correct.
ano po, advice or tips
Um,
po?
so I think my advice for them is just explore, no? Regardless of what course you are taking, if you think that you are qualified for the role that a certain company have an opening with, then it's not difficult to explore and get experiences,
Mm.
right? Because you will learn a lot from any job for that matter. May it be as a customer service representative, as a sales agent, or whatsoever, right? You will learn a lot, not only the technicalities, but also the approach and work ethic. So, if I would give you guys a tip or
Mm.
recommendation, I guess it's more on knowing what the company does and the position is. And if you think that you can do it and you have the skill set, then go for it. Because if you just wait and wait for a certain role to be open for you, which is your ideal, you are losing time. And of course, now, practicality wise, we need to, of course, earn for ourselves, um, provide to our families also, especially if you are a breadwinner. So you have to think about those factors as well.
Mm.
So there.
Correct, ma'am. And we have a question. I think
Mm-mm.
it's
Sure.
Dr. Poblete. So Dr. Poblete has question. Kasi- so ang question niya pa is why some call center companies want to hire applicants with EPO experience already?
Mm-mm. So first of all, for Synchrony, we are not quite critical in terms of like really need to have an experience because we're open for fresh graduates and people that are career shifters also. So for me, I think the reason why some companies are requiring experience is because one, the role that is opened is for a pioneer account, which means it's a first ever account, so they need to establish, so they need tenured people to join or people that have experience already. Second is, of course, I think that is the preference of the clients. Um, and third one, training wise, I think some companies may assume that it would be easier to train people that have experience already. But for Synchrony, we always provide equal training opportunities, regardless of if you have experience or if you don't. Everyone will go through the same training. So from the basics, communications, culture of their clients, and up until the process, everything will be the same. So I guess that those are some of the reasons why some companies require experience. It still depends on what the role is and what it will do or what they will be doing.
Mm. All right. So thank you so much, Miss. All right. So if you still have questions, guys, okay. So may time pa tayo.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So your ano na lang, ma'am, advice po for the graduating students in
Yeah.
general.
Okay. So, my advice to you guys, because I have undergone the same feeling 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So, I guess the tip that I want to share or advice would be to not be down if your friends or classmates are getting promoted or getting higher than you're not. So we all have different timelines, different journeys. So you don't need to compare yourself to other people because that's my dilemma before. Na my classmates are, working already and I'm not doing anything. So don't compare. We have different timelines and you just need to invest in yourself. If you think that you need to improve something, you need to hone some skills, work on that one, right? And I completely agree with the last speaker. Always embrace mistakes. It's time. This is our time to really learn from those mistakes, right? And always think ahead and no regrets. Yun lang talaga yung mabibigay kong advice to you guys. But yeah, definitely there will be a lot to anticipate, to look forward to as graduates, because you guys have a lot of potential, and I believe that, City University of Pasay have provided utmost care to you guys and great education as well. So
Mm-mm.
good luck.
All right.
Ayun.
So
Good luck in a good way.
thank you so much, Miss Dayan. Thank you so much po for joining us today. We wish to have you on
Sure.
our next set of webinars po. So, we'll see you po. So, ingat, Miss Dayan. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much
everyone.
po.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you, ma'am. So, to know more about Synchrony, guys, you may submit your resume link or you may visit jobs180.com/synchrony. Okay, so again, nandyan po sa screen yun, nasa baba. So, nag-roll yan. So, visit jobs180.com/synchrony. Alright? So, to officially close our program for today, may we invite Dr. Hannelisa D. Poblete, CUP Career and Placement Service Director, for the closing remarks.
Okay, thank you, Miss Joyce. So, for the closing remark, to be prepared is half the victory. These words of wisdom by exceptional novelist Miguel de Cervantes is the cornerstone of our today's quick but purposeful event. We want you, our dear graduating students, to be fully armored before you enter the competitive side of the world. We want you to win your future battles in your nearing career path. I sincerely hope that you will be able to utilize every learned information from this webinar program. I'm glad that you made the time to watch and listen, as this is exclusively for you, for your future. Thank you for being with us virtually today. To our passionate resource speakers of the day, we immensely express our gratitude for your time and generous imparting of knowledge to our dear students. Your shared wisdom is a huge benefit to the promising future of our dear students. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark Anthony De Villa of Transcom, Ms. Diane Escobar of Synchrony, Ms. Joyce Katakutan of Jobs180.com, Mr. Jose Marie Carag. And to our partner who is behind the successful event, Jobs180.com, Ms. Cherie Lopez, Mr. Kim Chua, Ms. Joyce Katakutan, and our Dean of Education and also Professor Melvin Crisostomo, the Dean of College of ACT, Ms. Maribel Gabuat, Dean Iris of Nursing, and Assistant Dean of BSBA, Mr. Makayan, Dr. Makayan, and for our English Department Professor, Mr. Errol Beha, to our Student Council President, Mr. Justin Babagay, and the rest of the CUP Student Council, and of course to Dr. Rosany Estuche, our University President. So this ends my speech. May we continue being productive and enthused to learn more every day. Stay safe always, everyone, and may God bless us all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hani, Dr. Poblete. Maraming salamat po for collaborating with Jobs 180. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. And of course, to our CUPians, graduating students, guys, advance congratulations. Sabi nga nila, this is just the beginning. So, it's okay to make mistakes and hindi lahat ng bagay madali agad. Sabi nga, di ba, all things are difficult at first before they become easy. So, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So we would like to thank all of you guys for staying all throughout the event. We would like to thank Dr. Hannelisa D. Poblete, CUP Career and Placement Services Director, and of course your office, and of course to Dr. Estuche, the CUP President. Thank you so much, ma'am, for collaborating again with Jobs180.com. See you po sa ating next year event. So I believe we have next year event po according to Dr. Poblete. So we would like to thank also the following sponsors po: VXI Optum, CEO, for being our corporate sponsors for this event. So you may check out, guys, their their page po for career opportunities, or you may simply visit jobs180.com. Nandun lahat ng career opportunities kung gusto nyo mag-explore. Okay, so please watch out for the next set of webinars we are going to host for, and please check out our Facebook page for the topics that will be discussed, and you are guys welcome to join in those sessions too. And if you'd like to know more about Jobs 180 tips, ResumeLink, you may follow us on our TikTok account. So you may check Jobs 180 TikTok account. So yeah. And of course, the program is finally concluded. This is your host, Joyce Katakutan. We will see you soon and have a great afternoon. Ingat, guys!
The clinical trial market as we know it is about to change. We're revolutionizing the current state aligned to disparate, slow, and often manual processes. Optum's vision is to transform the drug development process to one that is centered and grounded in real-world patient behavior and physician practice. Optum's ability to access this unique network and fold in the strongest data and analytics expertise will enable us to jointly bring life-saving drugs to the patients who need it most. Join us in this partnership to bring our shared vision for real-time, real-world healthcare research for real patients.